Hey everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. Well, I'm back with my buddy SKEB, and we are going to go over his tune, Unleash Your Hate. Let's just dive right into this, and I might pause the video, which is unlike me, but I think in these circumstances, I think that it would be a lot of fun to stop and chat about some of the things that are in the video. So I might be doing that. So let's get into it. Let's watch the video. And for those of you who want to see this video on its own, there's going to be a link in the description of this video. So click on that, watch it on SKEB's site. Also subscribe to SKEB's channel or else. All right, let's get into this. Unleash Your Hate. Here we go. The string. I didn't see that before. Okay, I'm gonna break it here. A couple things.
Oh no, you stopped on the best part. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm joking.
I know. All right. So first of all, let's introduce your drummer, the amazing. Go ahead. Who's your
Jonathan
drummer?
Lundberg. Jonathan Lundberg of Stockholm.
My gosh, and
Genius drummer.
he's kind of been in. He's been in a number of your videos. He's like your go-to guy for drums.
Yeah. I mean, almost. We've touched on this actually, but we've talked about it between me and him, and I've expressed the fact that I really feel like he's almost becoming a part of the band.
Yeah.
Even though, I don't know, it's funny. We have this because I've used other drummers before as well, but seldomly. It's just like it's always him, because I don't know. It's this unspoken. Oh, sorry, I just turned on the volume on my mic because I saw it. But yeah, we have this sort of unspoken connection, I think, and we've like agreed that that we really enjoy doing music together, But at the same time, I suppose I am like writing the songs mostly, and I give it to him in the last stage, and it's very much the same thing with his project as well. But honestly, it's becoming more and more for me that he's like a part of like SKEB, the band,
That's a good way to look at it, because his drumming is so simpatico with your guitar playing. The way that you write, the way that he plays, it's really nicely matched because of his technical ability and what you're doing. You have to have a drummer who can do what he does, and it goes together really well. And since you guys have already done a number of songs, it probably gets easier and easier to be able to knock stuff out. Because you're like, okay, here's another one. You know what to do on it. Just go ahead and knock it out, and
and it's like he's sorry to cut you off just right at the end there, but like he also brings like this other like unique flavor to the songs as well, because there's like some of these songs where I write thinking from a sort of metalcore perspective.
Yeah.
And, the typical thing is to have like breakdowns where, the drummer will play like,
Yeah.
like really, really sparse like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do that. Like he can, but he doesn't. Like he adds other things, he has like other ways of doing it. And and I hear that and I'm like, you know what? Yes. Like this is creating something different now, and makes it so much better than just programming. Cause that's how I program the drums. I'm like imagining like this metalcore drummer in a breakdown going,
Yeah. So what does it sound like before you hand it off to him? Like, I'm curious to know, what does he get on his side? Like, how close is what he does to what you programmed? And this is kind of what you're getting at. He probably does a lot more than what you've programmed.
He does what I do actually, but better. And
he does.
Yeah, he does. He does follow. I am at the same time. I am particular about certain things because obviously there needs to be like this sort of
it's got to be
symbiosis. Is that the word? This it has to really match, like you said, like the bass and the drums in a certain way. So I do get kind of picky about certain things, about I guess where the kick is being played, but then he adds way more, of course, naturally, with ghost notes and the snare and everything. And
right.
I mean, I had this kind of like drum and bassy idea for the riff that we just listened to.
Okay, yeah.
But he took it to another level,
What about fills? When you're programming, like, are you putting in fills, or are you just
fills? There are some fills I do.
But it's probably because you're playing a lick with it, probably, right? So you put a fill in to match your lick or something.
Actually, I have a bit of a trick. I used to be very like nerdy and detailed about drum programming and like penciling it in. Playing it. But then I got to this point where I figured that I could, because I kind of enjoy, because I learned a little bit of like rudiments at some point, just a little bit, like nothing crazy, like paradiddles and stuff. So then I got the idea of like.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about stepping it in like an electronic drum, like physically playing it?
I do it on a cajon, actually.
Oh.
I did it for this song. I played like I improvised a bit on a cajon a bunch of times, and I triggered the cajon.
Oh.
Superior drummer, and so I get like a kick and snare pattern,
Wow.
So it's way quicker than getting the pencil out and like drawing it in, drawing it in the door. So I do that.
So you record the audio like on the cajon, and then you kind of do a pitch. You convert the pitch to like a MIDI, like
exactly.
So you're
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I didn't know you were doing it that way.
I think I like that way because I think
it's faster. Probably faster.
It is a bit faster, yeah. And it's like to get the immediate idea out, and it's fun to kind of improvise. And I do enjoy doing it, We all do. All us musicians, we're always like, tapping on our chest or whatever,
Right.
So it's like, why not just not just do that?
Right.
Or get an electronic kit, which I don't have.
Yes, exactly. All right, let me play a little bit more of this and we'll talk some more.
Okay.
Like the contacts. Okay, I'm going to pause it there before it gets into the next crazy part.
Cool.
So, how did you get such a clean white background for this video and all of these shots that you've got the white background? How did you do that? Like, what did you use?
Before I answer that, can I just add one thing
Yeah.
to what we were talking about earlier?
Yeah,
I'll make it brief.
Yeah.
I just remembered when I was talking about the like very half-timey kind of like metalcore style of playing, like with like in the chorus there, like dun. That's how I would have programmed it, like dun. But he's adding these hi-hats in between. He goes dun da da dun cha cha dun cha cha on the hi-hat, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's not typical. Maybe some metalcore drummers do it, but I feel like that's different, you know?
Yeah.
Like he adds stuff in between. So that's what I was talking about, which I love.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
And so getting back to the shots, yeah. So quite quick answer, to be honest. I have a white wall in my garden, and I found that I was doing a bunch of testing, shots to see what would look cool. I was trying in here with this, black backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found that some of the best shots I was getting was like in the garden with I've got this white wall, and there's like and just sunlight, which is like the best kind of lighting. It just looked like the best lighting.
Wow.
So then, but it's not you're not seeing the white wall though. It's just that I'm using in Final Cut Pro, there's like this thing called magnetic mask, which is it's kind of new. I don't know if you know it.
Okay.
It's like they've somehow managed to integrate AI into Final Cut, so it does masking for you very efficiently. So it masks the subject out, and it's not perfect, but because the wall was white, like I didn't have to worry too much about blending or anything.
So it's kind of like a white screen instead of a green screen.
There you go. Exactly.
You don't get the artifacts if it was a green screen or something else, and you got to worry about the haze.
Exactly.
And you don't have to because it's already white. So any blending issues are going to get excused because it's white and white. So that's a really clever way to do it. Yeah, because it looks like in some shots it's bright. It's like it almost looks like a big light because it has been, you've dropped out, yourself. You've masked out yourself, and then you could do anything you want with the background, with how bright, vibrant you make that white. It'll work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Very effective. It looks really really clean. Very, very clean. I always like that white background coming from the 80s when like every other video was freaking white background.
Right. I was thinking that. I was thinking like it's kind of got a 90s, 80s vibe to it, where people are like playing in a white room or something like that.
Exactly. Love that. All right, let's hit the next part here. Here we go. Nice. Nice lo-fi drums here. It's like you just go to Planet X right in the middle of the song. You just take it out. Did you subdivide here, or is it a different tempo? Are you going
Uh,
halftime?
Metric modulation now.
Is it a
That's from
different temp? Is it a different tempo right here, or did
yeah,
you just
yeah,
go
yeah.
cut time? Okay, it is. Okay,
Different tempo. Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Zombie guitar solo.
Yeah.
What was interesting about your solo in here is that there are parts of it that had a very major feel to it, very major feel to it, and
Yep,
which is
yep.
unexpected over the landscape here that you had. It's very wicked. I expect a very minor sounding solo here, but there were elements in here definitely that to me was juxtaposed that background, what was going on in the background, with some very major sounding licks that you're playing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think those
Oh,
are just in the kind of modulations of the. Yeah. Yeah, it starts off minor. Actually, play it again. I
yeah,
can't remember.
I'm gonna play the solo again.
Here you're thinking, I think. Here you're thinking.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah, there you go.
exactly. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I want to poke fun at you and tell you that I'm going to buy you a new guitar strap. You can't be using the standard Fender guitar strap
Oh yeah,
in your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
videos,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah, I was told this. I was
You got to
told this.
get
I
some
showed.
leather strap or something.
It's funny because I think it looks cool, but I showed the video to my dad and he said the exact same thing. He said
Well,
the exact same thing.
it's probably because your dad and I are the same age. We come from the same generation,
Yeah,
where we both had an abundance of the
I did.
free Fender strap. Sorry, free Fender
Yeah,
straps.
yeah. I didn't even. Yeah, they're the free stock
Yeah.
straps, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. I do need to. I mean, to be fair, I'm a bit like I don't know what's the word, like a bit careless about stuff like that. But I should be a bit more, And there's a whole bunch of other stuff with the video. I mean, it's like maybe I shouldn't have been wearing tartan pants, and but I thought, why not? I give it a try. But
Oh no, no, everything looked great. I mean, there's just you know you can't pick everything apart and second guess yourself. It is great. Yeah, there it is.
I think it looks. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's an association thing, because for me,
Yeah.
this feels like a vintage. This has like a nostalgic vibe to
Yeah,
me.
it is.
You know?
Unless you lived at the time where those were new, like me and your dad.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that,
I totally get it. I
that
totally
it's locked.
understand.
It's just kind of locked in, to a certain time period. It doesn't feel vintage to me
Yeah,
because I was around when those came out. But
yeah.
um, oh man,
No, but point
what?
taken. Point
Yeah,
taken.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges like if I asked you like what was the most difficult thing about this? Because I got to tell you before you answer that, your editing skills, dude, you're getting really good at editing music
Thank
videos.
you.
That looked really really cool. I could tell when you're getting better at it because I get more jealous of you. And that like I'm like, God dang, his videos
You, sh-
they're looking really good. He's pulling
you
away
shouldn't
from
be.
me. He's pulling away.
You
Um,
shouldn't be. Like my eyes were broken by the end of it.
it's
My,
it's so much work. My God,
it's a lot. Yeah.
how many hours do you think you put into that?
Mm, I almost don't want to say. um, mm,
I'll guess. I'll
hours.
guess. You
Oh,
tell me.
fucking hell. I don't know.
How close I get. I would say after you got all the footage
Mm.
shot, you probably, I would say,
I'll
no
say
less.
this though. I'll say
Yeah.
this. It took longer than it should have. I could have done it quicker.
And
I
why?
could have done
Why
it
is that?
because I love Jonathan, but the footage he sent me wasn't like the best. It wasn't optimal.
Oh.
Because um, getting his drums to be in a white room was really difficult.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that stuff. I used a little bit of like AI
Mm,
to to get that. That was the quickest way I found because I had to
okay.
try a bunch of different ways. And
How
but
did
the
you
problem
use
with
it?
the
Yeah,
problem with
how
the
did
AI video is that there were all these like uncanny things with his like his face, the label on his hat. So then I still ended up like masking him into that, so there was that realism because I couldn't take it, you know. I'm sure other people would have been like, ah, that's fine, but for me it was just like, no, because I just don't like the AI uncanny vibe, you
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
I would have never have thought that used AI for any of it. It all looks real.
Yeah, just
Um,
to like a it's like transforming the video sort of thing. So it's like change drummer to be in a white void and not because he's just in a studio
oh.
with like things everywhere, like music stands and you
Oh.
know and shit.
Oh.
So and a brown floor, like a wooden floor,
Wow. Oh my
I was
gosh.
yeah.
Uh,
That took a while to fix. Yeah.
what did you use? There are a few tools out there now. What tool was able to do the job for you, or did you use different uh,
Yeah,
AI tools?
I tried different. I did a little bit like I tried different platforms, but I found
Hmm.
CapCut to be the cheapest and the best actually for
Mm,
that.
really?
Yeah,
CapCut?
yeah. So yeah, so I used like I did the like CapCut Pro. It's like the paid subscription
Yeah.
version of it, and I actually did a lot of editing in between Final Cut and CapCut. I like exported videos
Wow.
into CapCut back and forth again because CapCut has really cool effects actually that
Mm.
Final Cut's a little bit behind on.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but I think Final Cut I've heard that they're gonna do something where they're gonna catch up on that.
Mm.
So
Yeah. So my guess would have been you put no less than 50 hours into this. I would think a lot more than that.
I don't even know how to. I'd say took around a month to do.
Every day? I mean, essentially pushing pretty hard on it.
There were some points where I was just like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to play
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
I just want to write songs. I
I
don't want to do
know.
this.
I
Yeah.
know.
So I went
It's
back to like writing songs, and then
yeah.
and then I was like, oh yeah, I should do. I remember just I mean, Jonathan wasn't pushing me or anything, but I just got a message from him saying, "Hey, when do you think the video is going to be done?" And I was like, "Okay, I should get back to it then."
It always takes outside pressure to get something done, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he wasn't even pressuring me. He was just curious.
Asking, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man,
But yeah,
yeah.
about hmm, I'd say let's say 2 months with like breaks in between.
Hmm.
I took a lot of breaks. I was filming, and then I had to go off and do other things, and then I came
Yeah.
back and got to editing. So yeah.
Is it getting faster for you? Just the process of working on the videos because you've done a few of them by now.
Yeah,
Is it getting a little easier?
it is getting faster. The
Hmm.
only thing I would say that I might need to watch out for is that even if I get faster and I end up wanting to try more things, and
Mm.
then it takes longer. There's like
Yeah.
there's a fallacy actually named after that. I don't know what the name of the fallacy is, but it's
Hmm.
something like when technology gets better, then the society just wants to do more thing, and then they end up spending more time just to.
It's a constant.
Yeah.
It's the same type of thing that people say about the speed of computers, that we are always increasing the speed of the computers, but it's met with software that takes more processing. So it's a constant, it's always like, it's never going to be blazing fast because we always are sucking up the extra processing power because we have it available to us. So it's the same kind of thing, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like we have more demands, and then we're getting more angry at our computers. I mean, I haven't. I mean, with all those times that we like shouting at our computers. Thankfully, I haven't been doing that much with this M1. The M1s are good,
Good.
actually. What do you use?
I have an Alienware. I've got two Alienware computers. One I use for music, and then one I use for the video stuff. I had one computer, but then I was like jumping back and forth between the two, and it was like I just need a dedicated computer just for the video stuff and just for the audio
Mm,
stuff. So I
mm,
segregated it, and it made my life easier.
mm,
I used to do everything in one room. At my old house, I had one room. It was all video and all music stuff, and it was just too much stuff in one room. It was just too overwhelming. When I walk in, it's just like music crap and video crap everywhere. So the new house, I've got two different rooms. So my room over there is the recording studio, and here is just the video studio. So
oh, that's great.
yeah, it's a nice.
That's a good way. That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, yeah. It just feels better. Also, psychologically, it feels better. It's just like I'm two different purposes. Get a
Yeah,
different mindset. You know.
yeah. I can imagine. Yeah.
So what? Yeah, you just put out. I'm gonna plug your album. So you just put out a new album. Are you going to be doing any more videos? Should I even ask if you're going to be doing any more videos for any of those tunes? Because I know that some of the tunes already have videos off of that album, the new
Mhm.
album.
Yeah. Mm.
Are you thinking of doing any more, or you're pretty much you good with what you have?
Mm. Hmm. Let me think. No, probably not. I think
Yeah, work on
I'd
more music instead.
yeah,
More fun.
I'd, yeah. But that's an interesting question though, because I guess that's the conventional way of doing it, right? I guess after there'll be like singles with, I mean, you tell me, right? It's like singles with music videos, then there'll be an album, and then there might be more music videos after the album release.
I think people do it in different ways, and I actually was wrestling with the same thing for my music too. Was that um, you do want to do a video because I think you get a lot more attention to the music
Yes.
doing videos. But the
Yeah.
question is, do you go ahead and release the audio first and then make a video for it, or hold back the release of the song until you have a video and then make it available to everybody?
Yeah.
Which is the better way to go? It's hard because when you're excited about your music, you want to get it out now, as soon as
Mm.
possible so people could hear it. So having to do a video is kind of a pain in the ass to a certain degree. It's it's not easy. It takes time, and you got to hold back the audio. If you're holding back the audio for the video to come out, it's a little bit heartbreaking because you just want to get the music out there. I'm
Yeah.
kind of going through that myself for some music that I've got that I want to get out. I've got this David Bowie remake of Ashes to Ashes that I've got that I want to put that out, but then I'm like, well, yeah, I should do a video for it, and that'll
Yeah.
give it more attention. So I haven't had the time to work on a flipping video, so
Yeah.
it's there. It sits. The song just sits because I just don't have the time to make a video right now. So
Mm.
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what to do about that, but
It's tricky because I do think there are a lot of examples, and I've even experienced this myself, of people finding um, it's like it's for sure if you just put out an audio and you post a picture for the song on Facebook or whatever, like
yeah,
no one's gonna care,
no one cares.
Um, but on the other hand, though, if you do a video later on for something else, it can happen that people will be interested in your back catalog. So if you release a song, I do think that it's like no one will care in the moment, but at least it's out there, and maybe at some point people will care in the future,
Oh,
depending on what you do later on. You
that's
know?
I hadn't thought of it that way. That's actually a really good way to look at it. Um, it
Yeah.
may
But
not get the traction that you want when you release it, but if
yeah,
you make a video and you get some interest in your music, that somebody could go back and discover it, and you probably have had that happen to you because you've got a few things out that uh, when you get people coming on your channel or making comments about your music, do you get anyone mentioning like an older song of yours or anything?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the thing is like I've even had it because it's like doing a video also doesn't guarantee
Yeah.
that people will care. I mean, that's a whole nuanced topic, isn't it?
Yes.
But I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
but um, but I mean, you probably remember from way back when I did that meme harmonizing that a very talented singer, Andy Arthur Smith, and he's like singing like the Oompa Loompa song, but he
Yeah.
changes the lyrics to like to poo, and then I harmonized that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then a lot of people saw that, and then
Yeah.
they found my cover of Fix You, and they were like, "Oh, so the Fix You was like getting more, comments and listens, and people
We,
telling and people messaging me, and so
which you did years ago, you know, which you
yeah,
did years ago, but then somebody's hearing it for the first time, like it just got released, and they're like, "Wow, I'm blown away by
yes,
this. This is awesome."
yeah, yeah. So
You're,
I saw your poo
I saw your
meme,
poo video. Your poo
and
video got me
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. So, you know,
It is kind of
and
funny though, the psychology behind all of this, because sometimes it takes a good poo video to get attention, and it is crazy like that. It is crazy like that,
it is
for
crazy. Like just getting famous for the memes. But then the thing is that then you got the other side is like where you don't want to Well, it depends who you are as a person, but a lot of people, an artist might not necessarily want to be known as someone making memes. They want to be known for
Yeah.
that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So they want to be like, yeah. So that all depends on. I'm not sure if I mind too much, but I did put a lot of effort into that Pooh song. It wasn't nothing either, I still want it to be good. So I want the memes to be as good. So um, so I actually don't mind
Hmm.
if I am known for that, and then they discover
Find your
my
stuff.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um, but hmm, but yeah, I guess. But then it's like a time thing for me as well. Like
Hmm.
it's like how much energy do I put into being a meme guy or a
Yeah.
song guy, or I'm sure maybe in a few months I'll figure it out. I'll be like, no, do you know what? I have the plan now. I have the perfect
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
I have the
know.
perfect balance. I have the perfect balance now.
Oh man, I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't know if anyone has the answers to that. Sometimes you don't even know why certain things go viral, and um, yeah,
Yeah,
luck and creativity and right place at the right time. Who knows?
yeah, it
But
is. Yeah, exactly.
I think the only constant, the only thing that you can rely on is that uh, you have to keep producing stuff. You have to keep putting
Mm.
stuff out there, and it's never ending, and it takes an effort all the time,
Yeah,
right? It really
yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
It's just you have to just be willing to work all the time, and then sometimes you'll get lucky on something. Not that the material is not worthy of attention. It's just that sometimes people just can't find you. They
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know you exist, and that's a hard nut to crack sometimes. Is how do you get you know recognition? How do you get people to come and to look at your stuff because there's so much stuff out there? So that's a challenging thing. But
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, it's like the value of recorded music, I suppose, has gone down too.
mhm,
So there's that as well.
yeah,
Um, but that's okay. It's like, and it's like with the videos is a lot, and I agree with you. It is like a pain in the ass, but it's weird because I really enjoy doing it as well.
hmm,
So it's not like I'm doing it because I think I have to. I just happen to have this. I am very. I've always been very interested in visuals. When I was a kid, I used to draw all the time. So
hmm,
somehow, then I sort of stopped doing that, to play music, and
hmm,
somehow it's funny that's come back
yeah,
the visual aspect.
right,
You know, so I do really enjoy that, and so it's not, it's like at the end of every video, I say to everyone, I say like, "This is the last time I'm doing a video," and now everyone's saying to me, "You say that every time." So, so, and I said that for this video, and when I was done with it, and then a week later, I started thinking like, "Oh yeah, for this song, I could like,
yeah,
I could start, doing
yeah,
like 3D animations." Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. But
you know,
I think would you agree that having a video is so much more impactful for the viewer or listener? I mean, I know it is for me that it seems because just the way that things are now. I mean, this is just the world we live in. YouTube, social media, TikTok, Instagram, everything is so visual.
Mhm.
And like watching your video right now, sitting down to watch it, uh, it's there's this. It's not just how wonderful the music is. Like when I'm watching it, it's also seeing you execute these things that I'm hearing too as a
Mhm.
guitar
Mhm.
player, and I'm sure there's a lot of guitar players out there too that love to see that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Hearing it, yeah, freaking sounds awesome. But there's something really cool about, saying, that's how he's doing it. Oh, that's the chord that he's playing, and
Mm.
that's how he's executing it. So
Yeah.
it kind of, under the hood, pull away the veil kind of thing, as to what you're doing. So you get you get more out of it than just listening to it. So that's
Mm.
why videos are so damn important. I think.
Yeah. Especially because when you ask me, would I do more videos for the album? Honestly, I've had the idea of just doing. I'd much rather at the moment, if I was to do a video for um any song on the album that's come out, I'd rather do like a live recording video, whether it's just a playthrough, or whether it's just
Mm,
staying through with me in my studio, or something more elaborate, organized. It'll take to get a band together. I'd much rather spend the time in doing that. Um, because yes, I'll probably spend, I'll be spending a lot of time practicing, but at least I won't be doing this with my finger. I won't be
yeah.
practicing doing
Yep.
that. And
Yep.
I love this. I mean, this involves like learning things, knowledge, how to use
Yeah.
what, blah blah blah. But I'm also aware of the fact that I think there's more of a need to go into more of a direct and raw direction. More
Yeah.
of the live thing. And
That would be amazing, dude.
yeah.
That would
And I
to
just
see
want to
you.
practice, really. I just
Oh
want to,
man, I think
you know,
that would be a really cool next step for you, man. If you were able to assemble a group and do like this song live, or do any of the
mm,
songs off the album live.
mm,
Maybe one you haven't done a video for might be a smart thing to do. But
yeah,
to assemble a group and practice it, because it's kind of like, now you're staying in the vein of music, as opposed getting better at music and being instrumentalist and all of that, than your skills as a videographer or an editor. So you're kind
mm,
of exercising the skills that you may covet a little more.
yeah,
That of being a musician. So
yeah,
that would be really cool, because there's that excitement of hearing the stuff performed live, because you and I both know you could do anything in the studio, uh,
yeah,
and to hear
yes,
your material played live, hear Jonathan playing what he's playing live, you playing what you're playing, and then you'd have to get a couple of the other sick MFers to come in and play the other parts, because you'd have to
yes,
find
yes.
guys that can play that stuff, and
Which I already have which I already know. I already know the people I want. But
mhm.
even before that, I just want to do like, even if it's just me just singing the song or whatever to lead up to that. But that is
Yeah,
definitely something I want to go up towards, though, and because it's just more exciting. That's an exciting idea for me, because I just want to love the idea of just immersing myself in the music, and how that will give you a really, it's like, you want to practice, if you want to practice effectively, like get yourself a gig type thing,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and yeah,
Yeah, there's nothing that lights a fire under your butt more than scheduling a gig.
right,
that's how
exactly,
that's how you know how that goes.
yeah,
Oh man. Well, dude,
exactly,
this was awesome. You and I could just go on and on, as we have many, many times. I think our minimum phone call length might be like 3 hours.
yeah.
Uh,
I said I was tired, and now I've like perked
yeah,
up, like since I
I
started
know.
talking to you.
I know it's so
Yeah,
easy to let the time get away,
yeah,
but this was fun. I'd like to do more of this kind of thing, of sitting with the artist and going over their music and all of that. I think it's a really cool thing for my viewers to get some insight into how this stuff
yeah.
is put together, and it's a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll remember how to do technically everything again if we do this again.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that's a
Actually, I have
challenging part.
I have one. Well, you will get more used to it,
Mm,
the setup and everything. I have
yeah,
one before you go.
yeah,
I have I might have a take, and I'd love to see what you think of it, because you asked me about the visual aspect of music and how important it is today.
yeah.
And I wonder, right? I want to ask you
Hmm.
this.
Yeah.
Um, I think maybe this phenomenon of like only listening to music as audio has been a very short-lived period of the history of music itself, right? Because of recorded music. Recorded
Mm-hmm.
music is only a relatively recent invention.
Hmm.
And prior to that, you would have had to have seen um, uh, like musicians play basically. And I
Right.
remember, it's like I
Right.
remember these really visceral, maybe visceral, very like impressive experiences when I was a kid. I remember being in the south of France with my grandmother. 'Cause Side of my dad's side of the family are from France, right? South of
Hmm.
France. And we're there, and um, we're at this like kind of fair, if you want, and this group of like gypsy
Uh-huh.
jazz
Oh
musicians.
my
They're all like
God. Wow.
they're all like horn players, like clarinet and
Oh.
tuba player,
Uh-huh.
um, playing that kind of thing, and it was just the coolest thing to see. Like they played so cool. They looked cool as well. There was like a
Yeah.
mysterious aura about them, you
Yeah.
know. There was something about them, and I
Yeah.
remember just being like 10 or something like that and picking up on that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I
Yeah.
wonder if it's always been like that, and listening to just audio has just been such a,
Uh,
as beautiful as it is, by the way, like it's a
yeah.
great thing, you know.
But it's funny to think that before recorded media came, um, throughout history in the history that music has, how long of a history music has prior to recorded music. Everything was you go to uh, a theater town, center of the town or whatever, to watch musicians play. So there was a visual thing, which is what you're saying. And when the whole thing about recording came along, uh, that that in the chunk of time where music has existed, it's a small chunk of time, really.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think that it is. I mean, you might consider it an anomaly that we did this, the
right.
recorded music, to a certain extent, that we made it convenient to be able to hear music without the presence of any musicians, which was an interesting phenomena that you know that happened for us. But do we crave visual with audio? That's a good question. Is that just something that we've historically always loved, and that's kind of how we want to experience music? That's an interesting thing to think about, really.
That's a good question, actually, that you just asked there. Like, it's like maybe that era, right? Where, the classics, like everyone's getting stoned and listening to Pink Floyd, which I
Yeah.
love the idea of,
Yeah. Yeah.
and looking at the vinyl pictures and everything.
Right.
Is that era proof that you don't need that imagery is not as important? Because I was almost going to say not important, but there was always the imagery there, though. It's
Yes.
always there, even with the artwork and
Yeah.
everything.
Totally.
And you'll
Yeah.
see the pictures of, I don't know, you'll see the pictures of Prince, and you'll be like, wow, what a provocative
Yeah.
looking guy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, with the album covers, I think that there was what your visuals were, came from your imagination, because I remember um, being a kid in the '70s and telling my mom I was sick just so I could stay home and listen to Yes's Fragile album with
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
artwork, and just lay there with my headphones, my big ass cans, and listen to it all day, listen to music all day long, and just get into the fantasy world. But it's like the visuals were coming from my imagination. There was stuff happening, but it was inside of my head. So I've always kind of had some kind of a visual in that respect. But yeah, it is an interesting, it'd be an interesting study to read if somebody has made a study about this, about, how we're affected visually,
I
um,
I had the exact same thing. I used to always see pictures because I
yeah.
think my age group is probably quite interesting because we're on the cusp, because YouTube came out when I was like a teenager. But before that, I'd always be listening to just music. I wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like my
Mm-hmm.
early teens and before that.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's when I used to draw. I used to love drawing whilst listening to music because the images that came into my head,
Yes. Yes.
these worlds open
Yes.
up. It's so funny. It's like because I've been
Yeah.
watching. I saw some Sting uh, music videos recently, and that was interesting because I used to always listen to him as a kid, and I never saw the videos,
Mm-hmm.
and the images were so powerful
Yeah.
already. Like I didn't need it, and yeah, and I think he even said that he didn't like music videos. Think I heard that from a.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
There's a quote somewhere he says that.
Yeah.
He's alluding to what we're saying, basically. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we said we were going to go, and I've opened up all these unanswered questions.
much like our phone calls when either
Yeah.
one of us go, okay, but I just one more question I want to ask you. I want to get your opinion on something. It's like that happens all the time when we get on the phone too. It's like, okay, but one more thing before you leave. I was going to ask
I feel bad now.
I
That's
just
like
want to ask you a simple question. You
you know
can't
when
help it.
when you want to yeah. Or you got the other case where you want to hang up because you need to go, and the other person's like decides to start telling you another story. You're like, I gotta go. Like,
Yeah. Oh man, no, this is all fun. This is all fun stuff, man. I appreciate your time. When you told me you had something new out, I mean, the first thing I thought about was, oh, we gotta get on the channel and talk about it, and because
yeah.
um, I think it's a fun thing to be able to talk to the artist. People see the videos and then that's it. The videos go up, you like it, you watch it, whatever. But it's I know for me, it's a very provocative thing to be able to sit with the artist and talk to them about their art and on what they did in their videos, what they do in their music, and all of that kind of stuff. And you already know how much of a fan that I am of your music. And I always you know being a consumer of your music and your videos and stuff, I want to thank you for all the hard work that you put into it. So all I have to do is click a button, and then I hear all this wonderful stuff, and I know how difficult it is. I know how much work it is, and I also know enough about you to know how
It's a
particular.
lot of joy too. It's a lot of joy too.
Yeah,
I
for
have to
you.
say
Yeah,
that as well. Yeah.
absolutely. I'm sure it's rewarding as well.
Yeah.
But I know also from talking about Fix You, when we did a video about Fix You, and we were going over the coat rubbing samples that
Oh
you
yeah.
had in it, and all of those things that you uh, had this attention to detail to put in there, that satisfied that itch for you in that song, that maybe someone wouldn't hear that, wouldn't catch it, but it had to be there for you,
Yeah.
and it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to do that. So it's one of those things where it's a labor of love,
It's
at the end
very
of the
fun for
day.
me as well to.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's very fun for me to see what you think of it as well. And what you. I don't mean that whether you think it's good or bad, just like what your perception of it is. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. There's
Well,
one.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No,
No,
go
go on.
ahead. Go ahead. We both have our last questions. Go ahead.
I don't know if I should say this anymore. It's just
No,
gonna
go
open
ahead.
up another thing.
No, go ahead.
There's one thing I'm proud of actually with this song is that there's a microtonal section, which just sounds
Oh,
I know sounds really pretentious.
oh no, I didn't even catch
I've done,
that.
yeah, that's what I'm proud of. Like
Whoa.
no one's caught onto it.
Oh.
I'm,
Oh, now I'm gonna have to go fishing. I'm gonna have to
I'm
find
like,
that.
I did a bit of microtonalism in the song. You know,
Oh, but it's so much fun to be able to do that, especially if it's not so obvious.
yeah,
That's really
it's
good.
it's in the breakdown. A certain way I use chords and then it like drifts in pitch. So when it gets to
Yeah, yeah.
the solo is actually everything musically is like in between. It's like
Oh,
you couldn't play it on the keyboard basically. It's all like in
oh,
between.
wow.
Yeah,
Really? So the microtonal shift is in the guitars and guitar and
it's in
bass.
the breakdown in the crazy heavy breakdown.
In what instruments? What instruments?
So I do like I can't remember exactly what I did, but basically it's these synths that I used.
Oh,
The dum ba boom da boom da boom, that bit. You got like these
yeah.
high kind of like very square wavy, harsh, like kind of distorted synths, and then you got the bass like in between, right?
Uh huh.
And those synths are tuned a certain way, which is called just intonation.
Hmm.
If for people who don't know about it, it's like when you make things aligned with the harmonic series
Hmm.
because equal temperament is not aligned with the harmonic
Right.
series.
Right.
So I do that, and then and I'm like using two triads that I just intonated, and they make like a polychord, and then because of that, then I start because the notes like the third is like going to be 14 cents
Hmm.
flatter and stuff like
Hmm.
that, for example. So you can take that idea and then start to make things drift. So you make the next, I don't know, say if the I'm trying to think now, even just to give you an example, this is not like how the song goes, but if you were to do if you were to stack like perfectly tuned fifths,
Hmm.
it'd be 2 cents sharper every time.
Hmm.
But by the time you come back
Yeah.
to the same note,
Yeah.
that same note has like
You're like a,
shifted in pitch,
yeah. You're like a
right?
half tone off by the time you.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That was the idea. But I did take some liberties too, and just you know, I was like, fuck it, let's just jump a few, cents and stuff like that.
So
So
did you actually have to tune? You're able to tune your synth. You're able to.
yeah,
So you actually pitched a couple of cents, or you pitched that off. Man, you work so hard. I mean,
it's
that's nuts.
no, it's okay. It was in Contact. There's a thing called dynamic tuning,
Oh,
which is
okay. The
really
soft
fun.
synth. So yeah. Okay,
That's it.
that's not as that's
So
not
yeah, I
as
didn't do every
difficult.
note individually.
Okay.
I was like, I discovered that, and I was like, okay, let's try a little bit of this then. I was
Wow.
interested for a while, in that thing, and I was like,
That's
okay, I
so
could do that.
cool. I'm
Yeah.
glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that. You
Okay,
waited to
cool.
the end. I waited to the end. That's a pretty big deal.
I'm like,
That's something.
okay, brother, it was great. It was great
Yeah,
talking to you, man.
yeah. Good
One
shit.
more thing.
I was like, wow, my gosh, dude, that's insane. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, thanks for
I
sharing that, man.
recommend
Definitely.
trying it now. If you
Hmm?
have contact,
Yeah,
try it
yeah,
out.
yeah. I have it.
You go, yeah, you have it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't remember. I did it a while ago. So there's somewhere in there you'll be able to you'll get different settings, and one of them is like
Hmm.
tuning, and you can try different tunings, and one
Wow.
of them is like dynamic tuning. So when you play a C
Yeah,
major chord,
yeah.
it will like flatten the third, and then everything sounds like very in tune. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's
But
so
my
cool.
disclaimer, I just want to say a disclaimer because microtonalists are very like
Hmm. Hmm.
pedantic people. Because I mentioned this in a Reddit thread, and
Okay.
someone with very good ears was like going, what are you actually doing? Like, they were like, what are you doing? They were calling bullshit on me, because I didn't, I wasn't really following proper rules or of just intonation and microtonalism.
Yeah.
So, and they called me out on that, rightly so. But yeah, because I was like, in my post, I was like saying like, yeah, I used just intonation triads and stuff like that. And the guy was like, nah, that's kind of, because the thing I did is like, because it's I did like a kind of Stravinsky-esque chord, like I don't know, like E flat over G triad, but they're both, so an E flat triad and a G triad, and they're both justly tuned. But if you put them together, that might like negate the whole concept of just intonation. So I just, I'm just being honest, I don't want anyone to like come after me.
Right.
But if you did that with, if you did like C and G, like two, and they're both, both those triads are like justly tuned to themselves.
Yeah.
That would still function as like altogether. That would be a justly tuned like major 7 chord, which is interesting, very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway.
Wow. Oh man. Yeah. I'll have to bookmark the sections of this conversation so people can jump right to a specific area. I want to get to the microtonal stuff. Let me hit that link right there. Let's get you.
You should put goodbye number 2. Like,
God. The thing I was going to say is that I would love to do a video with you on just focusing on how you compose on guitar. And I'm sure there are other guitar players out there that would love that little session with you about just kind of getting into your approach, because you write such wicked licks. The stuff that you do on guitar, I really, really love that. I mean, being a guitar player, it's very exciting hearing the things that you do, because I hear a lot in there. I mean, there's a progressive element to it. There's a metal element to it. There's a jazz element to it. There's a lot of stuff. There's a big mixing pot of stuff that I'm sure you listen to and that you love, because at one point I'll hear a little Holdsworth chord in there. Then I'll hear a little metal, little gent thing, and then a Holdsworth chord, and then it's like it's just a freaking melting pot of goodness of all this nasty stuff, and it's a very kinetic and energetic and very, it's got a lot of momentum, like the way that you play with the pull-offs and all of that. It just sparkles. It's just really exciting stuff. I'd love to do a guitar breakdown with you at some point. We'll do that too.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's totally cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right. We're going to get off because I promised I wouldn't keep you, because it's past midnight for you over there. It's 9 hours different. It's 4:16. What time is it over there?
Yeah, it's 1:16.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m.
That's in the a.m. But all right, dude. Well, thanks again, man. Thanks so much. I'm looking forward to posting this up there. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, man. All right. Catch you later, brother.
See you later, dude. See ya.
Bye-bye.